Hi, good morning. In last session, we were discussing about what is a secure internal communication, that is called SIC in a simple way, SIC. So what it helps, between the checkpoint modules, the communication is happening, right? That is called checkpoint. I can say, secure internal communication. So we have the checkpoint modules such as Smart Console, management server, and gateway. So here the communication between these three are called checkpoint modules. So the communication between checkpoint modules is called as secure internal communication. Okay, so here this is the management server and this is the gateway. So here while installing this management server, one ICA will be generated, that is called internal certificate authority. This is responsible for issuing the certificates to the gateways whatever it is connected to it. Okay, so here what happening, so let's see leave about the management server for now, because we have installed it and ICA is generated here. Okay, now we have to install the firewall gateway also, right? So here while installing the firewall gateway, what happened, it will ask for some password. Okay, so we have to keep a note of that password, and we will install the firewall also. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to integrate this gateway with the our management server, right? So here while integrating or adding this firewall gateway to the management server, it will ask for some password again. So we have to give the same password whatever we have given while installing the firewall gateway. Okay, so if you give the same passwords, then authentication between firewall management server and firewall will happen and it will be successful. If you didn't give a correct password in the management server and gateway, then authentication will not be succeeded, and both management server and gateway, they won't be able to communicate with each other. So let's see some steps here. Okay, so while installing the management server, ICA is configured automatically. Yes, we are aware of that. And while installing the firewall gateway, it will ask for some password. Okay, that is, we can say SIC key also, we can say secure internal communication key also, we can say sometimes. Okay, and then, so what we have to do next step, we have to add the firewall gateway into the management server. Okay, so while adding that, we have to provide some password. So whatever the password we are giving here, same password it should be. Okay, it should matches. Okay, I mean, I can say it's the same password we have to provide there. Okay, and while adding the firewall gateway, we have to give the same password. Yes, if both password matches, then authentication between firewall gateway and management server will be successful. Okay, if it is successful, then we have ICA here, right, in the management server. This ICA will generate a certificate to the firewall gateway saying that I trust you. Okay, we can communicate with each other in a secure manner. Okay, so ICA in the management server issue a certificate to the firewall gateway for further communication. Okay, and here in the management server, it's not only one gateway, we can add multiple gateways to the management server. Okay, and here if we add multiple gateways, okay, so we have to add multiple firewall rules also, right? Because we are installing the firewall in different places. Okay, so according to the requirement, we have to enable the policies. Okay, so here whatever the gateway we are adding here, okay, we can have an option in the management server to create different policies for the each gateway. Okay, is it clear?
Yeah, Harsha.
Yeah. So these are some SIG ports. What we were discussed. The port is 209, 210, and 211. Okay. So port number 18209 is used for the communication between security gateway and CA. CA, I mean, is a certificate authority which is available in the management server. Okay. So here to check the status and issue and revoke the certificates. So here port number 18209, why it is using here? So to issue, it will be used between the communication security gateway and certificate authority to issue or revoke the certificates. Okay, and port 18210, which is used for pull the certificates from certificate authority. From gateway also we can pull the certificates. Okay, at the point of time, port 18210 will be used. Okay, and the other port 18211. Okay, it is used by is one of the process. Okay, CP daemon is one of the process which is available in the security gateway to receive the certificate. Okay, so here port 210, it is pull the certificates from certificate authority. It is to receive the certificate, certificate from the management server. Okay, and these are the three main ports related to SIG. Okay, and these are also SIG ports only, but used for some different purpose. So here 190, like as I mentioned yesterday, like console and management server, it will be communicated with the port number 18190. Okay, and let me mention that point here. One eight one nine zero, which is used for communication between smart console and management server. Okay, cool. So like 181.181.90 port, it is used for communication between management server console and this one. Okay, and the port 18191, it is used for policy installation, and 18192, it's for pulling the topology from the gateway to the management server, and port 257, it is for fetching the logs. Okay, so this is about SIG and different ports which are used for SIG. Okay, see, in general, like you won't be able to see all these ports. Okay, but if any issue comes, while we won't be able to install the policy from the management server to gateway, at the point of time you can see, will be go through these ports, like what's the issue, which port is not working between the management server and the gateway, so we have to rectify that. Okay, let's see, like these are some kind of like example I can say, as I mentioning 181.91.92 and 211 port, these are the main ports, like some people consider that a policy installation and getting the topology and policy push, all these things. Okay, so let's go further. So like for today, in this class, our motto is to set up the firewall. Okay, so here it is. It's a three-tier architecture, right? Smart console. This is the management server and firewall gateway. Okay, so here like this is kind of small, simple application. That's it. Simple application, like if you're using a Chrome application, it's a kind of same application. How we have to install in our PC. Okay, so it's clear, right? What is smart console? Okay, so here the version is there. Okay, if you can let me zoom it if it's possible. Yeah, so here if you can see the version name, right? That is R80.10. Okay, so what is this version? So here like in checkpoint, as per my experience, I started working from R R75.40, R77.30, and goes on. Now the latest version which is available is R81.20, I guess. Okay, so these are the versions. Okay, so here the condition what we have to remember or keep it in mind is, okay, so even smart console is, we have to install the version, right? So even in the management server also, it should be like same kind of versions which is available. Okay, so suppose you are using R80.10 in the smart console. Okay, or like it's related to the management server only, it is. Okay, and smart console, whatever the application you are trying to use, it will be similar to the management server. And here the firewall gateway, if firewall gateway also is a checkpoint, and it should be having some versions. So here also R80.10. So keep it in mind, that this management server version, it should be same or higher version to the gateway. Okay, suppose if you are using R80.10, okay, like consider it's a 30. R80.30 you are using as a management server version, but in the firewall if you use R81.10, then it won't be compatible with each other because the version is mismatching. And the funda is that what we have to remember, the management server version, it should be same version of the firewall or higher version of the firewall. Okay, then only it will be compatible with each other. That's the one point what we have to remember. Okay, and then so like checkpoint management console, we are installing in our PC, that is fine, and management server and the gateway. So these are checkpoint devices. Okay, we have to procure from the checkpoint. So in the earlier, like ages, it was physical firewalls. Okay, these are the physical firewalls. We have to purchase from the vendor, that is checkpoint, and we have to install it. We have to keep it in the racks. It was going on. Okay, now if you can see, cloud is booming like anything. So what cloud is doing, like it is providing services to any of the organization, and we have to pay how much we are using. Okay, so in the cloud we have we can place our organization setup, and we can use the infrastructure. Okay, so in the cloud, there are many things like Azure, AWS, Google, anything. Okay, but for our practice, we are taking Azure as a platform. See here, like we are not doing anything on the Azure platform. Okay, we are just trying to take one management server and one gateway, and we'll establish the communication between the management server and gateway, and we will install smart console application from our laptop or the machine, I can say, and we'll log into uh, you know management server from the smart console application, and we will install the gateway and we'll integrate management server and gateway. Okay, let's see how we can do. So here I'm taking Azure as an example of the platform to install the services. Hope you are able to see my screen.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, so here I just logged into Azure platform. Okay, so let's before going to install, let's make some points actually. Okay, so it will help us how we are setuping it. Okay, a firewall setup. Okay, so so we don't know, right, which version of management server we are going to install. Okay, so first let's install the management server. Okay, install the management server. Okay, then install the firewall gateway. So here we have to give some password. I'll show you. Okay, where we are giving. Okay, that is SIG password, and then install the smart console application. Smart console application in laptop or the user laptop. I mentioned like this. Okay, in user laptop in the sense, the one who need to access the management server. Okay, install the smart console application, then log into management server. Okay, um, with the IP address, with the IP address of with the IP address, I can say. It's a management server IP address. I'll mention like this. Log into management with IP address of management server. Okay. Then what we have to do? We have to add the firewall gateway into the management server. Then we have to add the password. Okay. Then we have once we add the password, if password successful, password matches, authentication succeeded. Uh, 1 second. Authentication will be successful. Then SIG established. This is the overall steps. Okay, what we are going to perform in this class. Okay, so let's install the management server. So here, in the other platform, just type for checkpoint, network security, and firewall threat prevention. Okay, so here we'll be having n number of options. Hope you are able to see my screen, right? Hello,
Yeah, Harsha, visible.
am I going a bit fast or it's okay? Because it will take some time actually. We need to cover within the class.
Oh, okay, Harsha.
I'm going bit fast. Let me know. I'll go bit slow. Actually, we can divide this into two sessions also. That's fine. No problem.
It's okay, Harsha.
What about others?
Yeah, no problem, Harsha.
Okay, fine. So here we logged into Azure platform. Okay, so here just type checkpoint if you can type, or if you can type cloud guard network security or something like that. Here it is providing by checkpoint. Okay, so fine. Now what is the first step? We have to install the management server. Okay, so here if you can type in see here we have different options. Okay, checkpoint security management, it means it's a management server, and high availability means it's a cluster. Actually, I'll explain you in the later on classes. And cloud guard single gateway, it's a firewall. Okay, high availability also is a firewall, but it's a couple of combination of firewalls it is. Okay, and single gateway, and the scale set and domain server, it's not required for now. First let's install the checkpoint security management server. Okay, I'm creating. See, this one, is not required. For you to more, clear on that. But however, let's, have eye on this. Okay. So here, just leave about, whatever I'm doing here. Okay. I'll tell you like where you need to focus on. This all related to a cloud platform. Okay. NSG1. So here, whatever I'm showing, server name it is asking. So server name is nothing but we are installing management server, right? We have to keep some name to the management server. Okay. So let's keep some name, like SMS. Like, and in other words, we'll mention like security management server. Okay. So here it's asking us some password. So one second. I think we are not supposed to allow spaces. Okay. Let me remove the spaces. Okay. So we given some name. Let's take a point and keep the things here. Okay. Mm, SMS name. Or else I'll keep like the here itself. Okay, it will be clear. So let me insert a text box. So I just given this name. Okay, and it's asking for some password. Okay, so this password we will use to log into the management server. Okay, so it's asking for some password. We will use the same password. We're logging to management server. Let's give some password stating that what will give. Let's give Apple or something. So here is password is a combination of something. Okay, let me give my name itself. VARDHAN at the rate of 1908. VARDHAN at the rate of 1908. Okay, I just given today date and my name. VARDHAN at the rate of 1908. Okay, so we given some password, right? We need to remember that to log in. Okay, so let's give the password here. Okay, password what we given. Why? 1908. Okay, so this is the password we given. And so here if you can see which version you want to download. Okay, so let's download R80.30. Why it is, I'll tell you later on. Okay, so I want to show how to upgrade from lower version to higher version also. So that's why I'm installing the lower version itself. So we are installing we have taken version is R80.30. Okay, and allow GUI clients. So allow GUI clients who want to access your management server. Okay, so everyone want to access my management server. That's why I'm giving any IP address, that is 0.0.0.0.0. Virtual network, VNet 01, fine. So I'm just trying to, like installing the management server. Okay, it's showing some errors. Let's see. What are those errors? Yeah, resource group I need to provide. Okay, I provided okay, we have to create a new one. Let's see. Network security. I'll mention as we are what then mm, resource group what then RG. That's fine. Whatever. Let's review and create. So like whatever the details we are providing here, it will review once again. So here what we did. So we given some name, okay, and the password, and we given version also. Version what we are downloading here are 80.30. Okay, let's see. I hope it's I think some more validation errors are there. Let's see what are these errors. Okay. Yeah, to rectify this error, I know what to do. 1 second. Let me install on some Japan. So it's asking for VM size. Or else what I will do, instead of taking East US, let me take Central, not US. Okay. So here, what happened in different. So what are the locations? What I'm choosing here? Okay, it's the data centers of Microsoft. If the data center is having some sufficient space, then we'll get that. If not, it will ask for change the management server or something like that. So here I selected East US 2. Okay, let's see if any other if it shows any error or something. So here I have taken like a Microsoft Azure subscription. Okay, so that's why I'm able to installing the any services I can say in the cloud. Again, some validation error is there. Okay, 1 second. I'm just stopping my screen here for a minute. Yeah. So if you can see here, if you just go through the details what we did. Okay. So I just selected I just given one name, security management server, and given the password. Okay. And what you need to remember, keep it in mind. The version what I'm downloading or installing is R80.30. Okay. And here I'm allowing anyone to access my management server. Okay. So I'm just reviewing creating the management server now. So validation is passed. Okay. Now, so what Microsoft will do, it will whatever the things we are providing here, it will verify everything. Okay. Once validation is successful, then only we'll be able to install the or I can say management server or any services. So here I'm just installing the management server. If you can see, so it will take some time. Okay. So let's go here and see. So here we are giving some name and all. Next, what is the next step? We have to management server is done. Next, what we have to install the firewall gateway, right? So let's install that firewall gateway in the interest of time. Let me duplicate the screen. Okay, let's type checkpoint. It will show yes. So last time what we have downloaded checkpoint security management server, right? Now what we have to download, let's download checkpoint cloud guard single gateway. So it's a firewall. Okay, I'm installing that now. So here, it's asking for some name, right? So let's give, like a firewall gateway. Firewall gateway. Okay. So let's mention this here in our setup. Insert text box. Okay. This is the name what we have given. And it's asking for some password, right? If you can see here, it's asking for some password. This is called SIG password. Okay. So here, if you can, let's type some password, like same as Vardhan at the rate of 08/2022. Okay. VARDHAN at the rate of 08/2022. Okay. So here, what you given the password? Let's type here. Okay. Okay. Now, next settings. Okay, which version we want to download? Okay, so here if you can observe, as I mentioned earlier, um, management server version, it should be higher or same version of the firewall, right? So here we are installing R80 30, right? So let's install the same version or lowest version of R80 30. So let's install the same version itself. Okay, R80 30. So here, our checkpoint management server deployment is successful. It's showing some notification to us. Let's see. you know So here, if you can see, able to see my screen, no? Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Harsha.
Harsh.
Yeah. So the point what we are mentioning here, so we are installing the firewall gateway now. So here we have to give some password, that is SIG password, right? So see here, it's asking for SIG key. Okay. So we have to give the password here. So ABC 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, so if you see, it's asking for, only alphanumeric characters are allowed. Okay, it won't allow any special characters, and the value, it must be between 12 to 13 characters long. Okay, so what I given ABC 1 2 3 4 5 6 8 9. Okay, so like 12 characters it came. ABC 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, so we given SIG password. Let's make a SIG password here. Make a note of it. SIG is a SIG password, right? ABC 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, so we give a SIG password and we have to give 2 times for confirmation. Okay, and let's go further. That is fine. I don't bother about the subnets. So it's validating now. So similarly, how it's validated for security management server, whatever the details we have provided, it is validating. Okay, once the final validation is our configuration is passed. Okay, then we'll be able to create the firewall gateway or install the firewall gateway. Let's wait for a minute. So it's clear, right? We are going point by point. So first we have installed the management server, and we are installing the firewall gateway. So here, if you observed, I have shown you, it's asking for some SIG password. Okay, so we given the SIG password. Yeah, so there is some errors again. So it's because of the region where I'm selecting. Let me change the region here. The region which one else? Let me select Central US. It'll ask for this change size also. No size is available here. Okay. East US only, earlier selected. Let me
Harsha, give the same region like
No, no,
before
no, no,
one.
no, no, no. It will be some issue because we are just using this trial versions. No,
Okay, okay.
I mean, in the past, like almost couple of months, I have gone through these things actually. So I know that if you give some same region, okay, it shows some validation errors. So that's why we have to select. different versions. But however, in the organizations, we have to use the same region only, because they'll take some different license. Okay, so here, if you can see the quota, whatever we are trying to use, okay, from that it is not applicable to us. That's why I'm just changing the region here. Mm, yeah, we have the size available here in India. We are taking, like in West Europe. Okay, let's see if it allows. See, I mean, don't, like, be cautious about all these things what I'm doing here. Okay, just, keep it in mind that what's the firewall name I have given, and what is the password, and what is the key I given, and version. Okay, version also R80.30 only I selected. Yeah, if you can see, validation is successful. Okay, and then I'm installing, like, how I'm installing the management server. Okay, so in the interest of time, let's go with the other step. Okay, now what we have to do, first two steps are done, it's installing now. So what is the third step? Install the smart console application using our laptop. Okay, uh, let me, share my screen again. I hope you are able to see my screen. Hello.
Yeah, Harsha, visible.
Okay, cool. One second.
Harsha, 1 second. Server management is also a firewall.
No, no, it's not a firewall actually. If you can, observe what while I'm deploying, okay, it shows checkpoint, security management. It is not the firewall. It is.
Yeah, it is security man. It's also
No, no.
it's not a
See,
server actually. It's a
it's a kind of
uh,
server only. You can feel that because it's storing the information, right? But it
okay.
is from the checkpoint. That's it.
Checkpoint. Okay, it's not like the normal database server.
Not it's not database server. It is a server from the checkpoint management. Okay, so which is used for, saving the data and maintaining the policies. See, the functionality is like server only, but it's not, exactly to the server.
Okay, okay, okay,
So like so here, what you can do, you can take your normal server also, but you have to install a checkpoint OS there.
okay, okay.
So that's the kind of feature it is. In the, like, in the organization perspective, if they are not able to, take directly checkpoint products, what they will do, they will have some server, like, either VM or something. Okay, they will install checkpoint OS on top of that, server actually. For now, like, just, keep it in mind that we have installed checkpoint security management first. Okay, so for the first point, and second point, we have installed the firewall gateway, that is cloud guard single gateway. We have installed it, and let's see, what the process, it is still it's going on, right? Deployment is in progress for the firewall gateway. Okay, now what we have to install, we have to install a smart console application, right? Let's install a smart console application. Okay, checkpoint smart console R30. So here, if you can click here, from support, uh, yeah, so here you have, smart console applications to be downloaded. Okay, so if you can see, let's download that here. Okay, so what we are downloading, R80.30 version for Windows laptop. Okay, so if you can click on download, almost it is, like a 411 MB. Okay, it will take a lot of time, and, so that's why what I did yesterday night, I think couple of days back, yesterday itself I can say. See, I have downloaded, checkpoint smart console application. I have installed it because it will take some time. Okay, so let me open smart console. So this is the application what I have installed in my PC. Okay, so the only reason why I have installed earlier is it will take a lot of time, that's why. Okay, so the third point also it's done, right? So install a smart console application in the user laptop. So these 3 points we did till now. So is it clear? Any doubts?
Yeah, clear, Harsha.
What about others?
Yeah, okay, Harsha.
Okay. If any doubts, just let me know so that we can clarify here itself. Yeah, so if you can see here, firewall also it's installed. Okay, so let's see what are the IPs it is assigned to that. One second, let me delete these things. Okay. So what we install now, a security management server and firewall gateway, right? Now what the next step? Log into the management server with the IP address. Okay. So this is the management server what we created, and it is assigned with some IP address, public IP address, that is 20.90.101.136. Let's copy that address, and we have pasted that address here. Okay. By default, username is admin. Okay. And what the password what we have given while installing Vardhan at the rate of 1908. Let's copy. So here I want you to observe which this is the Smart Console application. What is the version we are trying to log in? That is R80.30. It's the same as the management server. Okay, and password is admin, and the IP address of management server, which is public IP address, and the password what we have given. Okay, let's try to log in. Okay, it's trying to connect the server. It's saying unable to connect the server. Let's see why it is. And this recording is going to stop. Okay, I'll start the session again. Please join. Hello.
Sure.
Yeah, the session is going to end in another couple of minutes. Okay, please join again.
Okay, Acha.